The number one sign you're about to win the lottery. And guys, this actually works for anything when it comes to manifesting, because there's a system here. The way that manifesting works, it works in cycles. You're going to get indicators, and it doesn't matter. You could be manifesting a relationship or a new job or a car or whatever. And if you're trying to manifest the lottery, which that's a great idea, yeah, you're going to get kind of the same thing, guys. And by the way, you know, last time I did one of these videos, there were a few people, I don't think they're really like people that watch law of attraction videos. It was just, you know, the YouTube algorithm offering up my video to random people on the internet. And so you're going to get people that are going to, you know, badmouth you, and they're going to say, oh yeah, you know, they're saying stuff like, oh yeah, this video is really toxic and you're giving people false hope and you're telling people that you could actually win the lottery by way of magic, and that's a really bad thing to believe in, and you're bad and that's toxic, and this is really dangerous. You know, one of them said, this is really dangerous. You shouldn't be telling people stuff like that, man. You know, and you know what? Fuck that. Guys, the law of attraction is real. Yeah, you can use it to win the lottery and do all kinds of cool shit, man. Of course this works. Of course you're going to be getting indicators. You should get excited about that, man. This shit's real. And I'm excited. And I even found a YouTube channel. I'm going to link this person's YouTube channel down below. I think it's called Lottery Dreams or something like that. I'll send you the link. It's in the description box down below. And it's this guy that won like one of the big jackpots, right? Like the Monster Mega Millions or the Powerball, like hundreds of millions of dollars. He won a bunch of money. And now he does a YouTube channel about people who win the lottery. And here's the thing that's interesting about all the people on his YouTube channel. Most of them, and I mean the majority, like over 50, 60%, right? Like 70% of them, most of them, before they won the lottery, they started getting signs, you guys. Or they started having dreams about it. Or they just knew they were going to win. Guys, this happens all the time. So for people, and I'm not criticizing, I get it. Like people that they're not spiritual, they're not really into the law of attraction. They think that's all, you know, hocus pocus or whatever. I get it. You know, they're still stuck in the matrix. It's fine. But, you know, one of them even said, this is really dangerous. No. This happens to people all the time, guys. Whenever they're about to win the lottery, you start getting blown up with stuff from the universe. So here's the number one biggest sign. And it's what I think you could call like a close call. Maybe that's like the best thing to call it, a close call. So here's what I mean by that. Say, you know, you got 5, 6 numbers and you always play them, right? You play these numbers. Me personally, I always play the same numbers, right? Okay, so there's 6 numbers, and one time during the drawing, maybe you get 2 of the numbers, and then 3 of them are like really close to your numbers, and then 1 of them is way off. So there's 6 numbers, 2 of them are an exact match, 3 of them are like 1 digit off, and then there's 1 that's like way off. So 5 numbers are either an exact match or real close. Like 3 of the numbers, it's like 1 of the numbers is 15 and you got 14. 1 of the numbers is 27 and you got 26. 1 of the numbers is 31 and you got 30. And then the other 2 numbers are an exact match. And maybe even the 6th number is really close, or it's way up. But most of the numbers either match or they're really close, man. And you're looking at that lottery ticket and you're like, damn it, look at how close this is. The game is afoot, right? Like, thanks, God. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. And guys, this happens all the time. So I've been trying to manifest something similar, like a large sum of money showing up all at once, right? Okay. And maybe it's going to be the lottery. I've won on the lottery before. I've won money on there before, you know, and I keep getting like interesting events happening in my life around money. So I'm shooting this video. Today is April the 24th. So I think you're going to be watching this video like a month later in the month of May. I'm like ahead on video production. But this was only 6 months ago. 6 months ago in October, I got a check in the mail for $10,000. Now, it was from the IRS, which if you're not from the United States, if you don't know what that is the government tax revenue agency that collects taxes for the federal government here in America. And I got a check from the IRS for $10,000. And it was legit. It was my money. I even called them and I was like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yep, here's why it happened, and you know, you paid too much or whatever." And then I filed my taxes here a couple weeks ago, and I ended up getting another $7,000 back. Ha! How about that? So I keep being given all this money unexpectedly. And the thing is, I thought that I was going to owe like $7,000, which is a lot of money. And I could come up with it if I had to. It'd take me a few months to save it up. It's not a big deal. But I didn't have to do that. No, I got $7,000, and 6 months ago I got $10,000. Very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. And that kind of stuff keeps happening over the last like 6-8 months. I keep getting stuff like that happening. Like I'll just get a bunch of money all at once. You know, and it's like thousands of dollars. It's not millions of dollars, but it's thousands of dollars. You see where I'm going with this? This is why, like when you're checking your lottery ticket, you look at the thing and you're like, wait, these numbers are really close. What the hell? Right? Or maybe what the heaven? Or again, like with me just manifesting a large sum of money, I don't know what it's going to be. It could be the lottery. It could be something else. I just kind of told God, I was like, all right, hook it up. I know we're going to do this. I believe it. I know it's going to happen. You know, cultivate belief, right? Like I always talk about on this YouTube channel, right? If you want to go check out my other law of attraction videos, I have a whole playlist. So you don't have to go digging around on this channel to find them. It's called Manifest Your Dream Life. Go check it out. There's a playlist on this YouTube channel. You can just sift through there, and it's all of my law of attraction videos all in one place. Well, anyway, yeah, you get little precursor events like that. That happens all the time, you guys. And it's a cycle. So the way this works, you got to be patient with manifesting. Sometimes, especially when it's a big goal, like winning the lottery. What if you win like $700 million all at once? You know what I mean? Somebody's got to win. It could be you. And this is a thing, guys. This thing works in cycles, but you're going to have to be patient. The bigger the goal, the longer it might the longer it might take, and we'll kind of talk about that in a minute. But everything in the universe works in cycles. Everything is cyclical. You know, like the orbit. It's like the most basic motion in the universe. Lots of things work that way, right? An atom, right? It's got a nucleus, it's got electron orbiting around it, or look at the moon that's orbiting the Earth, or all the other planets in our solar system have moons orbiting them, or then there are the planets orbiting the sun. And then there's a bunch of suns, stars orbiting the galaxy. It just goes on and on. This is like a basic motion of the universe. It's a basic function of the universe, and everything in your life works that way. Everything comes in cycles, you guys, and you just have to learn how to work with cycles. And so even when you get something that you think you don't want, you don't resist it. You find a way to even like flip the script and find gratitude for it. Like yesterday, this was just yesterday, I had to pay $5,000 in car repairs, and I can because I got $17,000 from the IRS. Ha! How about that, right? And instead of like, the mechanic, they called me and they said, hey man, this thing's broken. It's going to be $5,000. Instead of going, oh no, or being like, oh, that's a bummer. I was like, cool, I get to pay $5,000. And you might be sitting there thinking, Kurt, that's hysterical. Why would you be feeling that way about paying $5,000? Because I want to always approach the universe when it comes to money with gratitude if I can. And there's almost always a way to do that. So I looked at the situation and I said, yeah, I actually do have money. I've got the money. That's awesome. I can pay $5,000. No problem. I got it. I got it in my bank. I don't even have to borrow the money or anything. I've got $5,000. That's awesome. I have money. I am abundant. Do you see? Because everybody watching, you guys, that's how this works, right? You tell the universe that you are what it is that you're trying to get. It's like the law of attraction. Like if you tell the universe, I want something, then the universe gives you the experience of wanting. So you have to tell the universe, I have something, and you got to believe that you have it. And then you do get it. So that's why I approached it like that yesterday. And guys, I got to tell you, these cycles, I keep getting these indicators, these interesting things around money. They keep happening. And I work with the cycles instead of against them. So again, if it's something that you think of as a negative, it's not really negative. Just flip the script where it's, I get to pay this money. And I'm so thankful that I do have the money to pay, right? And that's a thing. I lost something too. I had like a little piece of, what is it called? It's a crystal. It's what the shit is that called? I always forget what it's called. It'll come to me, but it's really expensive. It's green, it's like this big. It was like $300, right? And I lost it. I lost it yesterday. What the hell is that stuff called? Man, I always forget what it's called. It'll come to me. Well, anyway, Moldavite. It's called Moldavite. It's really expensive. And I had a piece like this. It was like $300 and I freaking lost it, man. It must have fell out of my pocket or something. It's gone. It's gone. And I just got it like maybe a month ago. I don't even think it's been a whole month that I bought the thing. And I didn't get upset about it at all. I just looked at that and I said, well, I get to get another piece. Maybe it'll be a nicer piece of Moldavite. Maybe it'll be a bigger, more expensive piece of Moldavite. I have the money. I could go buy another piece of Moldavite. Like I'm saying that kind of stuff. So that's what I mean by working with cycles. Whenever it's something that you think you don't want, it's just a cycle, guys. Life is going to bring you a whole bunch of things. I call it the universal dinner lady, right? I got this from a guy called the Barefoot Doctor, who's another guy that teaches law of attraction. And he called it the universal dinner lady. So you're at a dinner party, and if you like guys, if you're watching and you like guys, you could call it the universal dinner gentleman, right? Okay, so you're at a dinner party, and there's lots of food around. There's all these different trays of food, every kind of food that you can imagine, and desserts and everything. And there's also a dance floor, and everybody's dancing at the ball. And you're having a party, you're dancing with the universal dinner lady or gentleman, and you're dancing, you're getting down, and then the universal dinner lady goes over to one of the tables, grabs a tray, and shoves it up in your face, and it's a tray of chocolate-covered dog turds. And you would think my reaction is going to be, oh God, get that out of my face. Don't do that. What are you doing, right? No. I'm just going to be like, oh, no, thanks. That's very nice. And I'm glad that there's lots of those things, but I'm good. Right? You actually, inside the emotion you feel, the emotion that you want to feel about something like that is gratitude. Like, well, that's not, I'm glad that you thought of me. That's very nice. Thank you, right? What's the saying? It's not the gift, it's the thought that counts or something, right? And so you just kind of approach it that way. And then the universal dinner lady is like, all right, no problem, puts the tray down, you go back to dancing. You're dancing around having a good time. That's your daily life, right? Then next thing you know, the universal dinner lady grabs a tray of cheesecake and shoves it in your face. But it's a kind of cheesecake that you don't really like. Maybe it's got something on it that you don't like. Like for me, I don't like raspberries. I just don't like them. Blueberries, whatever, that's great. But raspberries, I'm good. I'm good. But hey, wait a minute. That's like the lottery ticket. I got 5 out of the 6 numbers, and it was either a match or close to the actual numbers. Yeah, because I love cheesecake. It was just not quite what I wanted. That's great. Thank you, Universal Dinner Lady. You're fucking awesome. Thank you. And I'm going to feel excited and grateful about it. And then you go back to dancing. You're dancing around. And then here comes another cycle. And the universal dinner lady brings me a tray with chocolate-covered cheesecake with strawberries and strawberry sauce oozing all over it. And oh my God. I take the cheesecake and I'm like, so good. Oh, yeah, good job that time. Yeah, right on, right? And the universal dinner lady is like, fuck yeah, gives me a high five, and then we're hanging out on the dance floor again. But at no time do I ever reject. Right. So that's why I get to pay $5,000 to fix my car. Everything works this way, my friends. Everything works in cycles. So stick around. Keep on believing that you're going to win the lottery. And when you're getting close, that's what you're going to see, guys. You're going to be getting real close. And be patient. It could take 6 months. It could take a year. The bigger the goal, the longer it takes. Just be patient. Never forget that. Even if it takes a year to get 10 million bucks, would you wait that long? Hell yeah. So keep on going, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye now.